gonna do?
Exactly.
Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me with y'all. If y'all do, then what's up?
Yeah, I totally, the moment I had to play it back, I'm like, hold on. And it was just like when you know you can handle yourself in that physical arena.
It's anything goes.
But the thing is, and now some of us don't be. Some of the homies that could do that, they do be with the bark. But the majority of the ones be with the bite. Like, I ain't gonna,
Yeah, it ain't gonna be none of
I
this.
ain't gonna,
I agree.
I ain't gonna race my chords for the bark. Like, I'm gonna use all this energy for the bite. And I totally felt that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
So we should be what on law 5?
no, we
Law
on
5.
four.
Now we on 4.
Oh, excuse me, law 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Law
funny because
4.
three roll right into four.
Yep.
Three roll right into four.
They
Like,
all layer. They all layer.
especially this one. Like, law four.
Let's talk.
Always say less than necessary.
Say less. Say less indeed. You know. Yep.
Yeah, man.
Talking too much. You know, you expose yourself. You expose your intentions. It kind of ties directly into the law that we
Covered.
just talked about.
Yeah.
Law we just covered. You know, 3 and
Yeah.
4 are one and the same, or they're intertwined, I should say. Um, yeah, man, you definitely have to say less. You know, the more you talk, the more you expose yourself. It's like you put yourself, or you put a suspect in an interrogation room. The less he says, the less he says, you know, the more likely it is that he may, you know, get off the case. You know, get the case gone.
I don't know the exact saying, but it's like let a person run their mouth long enough and you'll see what's what.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it. Like,
Yeah.
I like when people be like, yo, you're so quiet and I'm like, I got two ears and one mouth. I should be listening more than I'm speaking. So
Yeah.
I wanna listen a lot more. And when
Yeah.
I need to get my
And you
point
have a
across,
pair, and you got a pair of eyes to observe.
I
You
want
know,
to get my point, like when I'm ready to get my point across, I'm gonna get my point across.
got a
I ain't,
pair of eyes, a pair of ears.
you know what I'm saying? Um, how have y'all transgressed this law?
Randy, you want to go first?
I can
Oh,
start it on a light note.
yeah, go ahead and
I
light it.
know
I'm
we
just
all
saying.
done this before too, because ain't none of us immune. You know you done talked yourself out of some panties before. Like she like was there, like here's my panties, you can have them, and you done talked
Here you
yourself
go.
out of it.
And
Like
here you go.
it was done for you. It was done. You did the work was done. And
And
what you do,
you have to open your mouth.
start doing this. And then them panties pull right up. Like
The river's dry now.
yeah, like I think that was like I could instantly think of, especially when you were young, when you were young beta, you would totally talk yourself out of some good loving.
Indeed.
I know I did it before. For sure. I know I did it. So yeah. One of y'all could go.
Uh, I think I've concealed my intentions to people. You know what I'm saying? At the wrong time in my move, and
But now we on the
I've had people basically do things that I was gonna do.
well we'll now be rocking with the always say less than necessary though.
Yeah,
So when have you
I said too much. I said
yeah,
too much, and now my idea, things that I was gonna do, now they're doing before I could do them because I've said too much. You know, they had something that was similar, you know, and now they just completely took everything that I was gonna do. So, you
that'd be
know,
the
I
danger
should
of writing.
definitely should have said less.
Yeah. B, what up?
Say less. That's
You
a couple
froze.
things that I'm frozen.
All right, now go
We
back.
there?
All I heard was say less.
Lil Bo Peep.
Oh shit. Ooh. Okay.
Oh yeah, you
So
see.
y'all got me now. We good, right?
Yeah, we good money.
See? Okay, bet. Yeah. So I must have been finna say too much. So let me just say a little bit, keep it brief about this law right here. In the book is mentioned that silence can be a form of power.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the foundation of power. And it still all relates back to, if they don't know too much, then what can they defend? It makes you unpredictable. Like, you know what I mean? You're more likely to try somebody, or they more likely to try somebody that they think they got figured out. You know what I mean? You automatically put that in the win column and say, oh, all right, what you gonna do? You finna go right. You know what I mean? Oh, I know what you finna do. You finna say this. Or, you know, if they know your habits and know your pattern, like I picked up from there, it says patterns. We learn from each other's patterns. So we basically predictable at that point. But if you silent, you know, that's what I always pair that, the strong and silent type. Like, I'm starting to pick up things and understand why, you know what I mean? Why silence is a form of power. Because it's like, you don't know too much about that. You know what I mean? So it's hard to kind of understand and predict, and just, people fear silence and power. So yeah,
The less they know, the less they can use.
for sure.
The less ammo.
People gonna need to know.
Yeah. Yep.
People gonna need to know. Like, it was funny. One of my favorite memories with Granny. I remember one time I was during some toxic phases. It's like, I'm gonna tell them girls on you, and I was like, Granny, don't do that. So, me knowing how much she loved the Bible, one of my favorite Bible verses is about snitching. So, yeah, the Bible talk about snitching. For a lot of y'all out there,
You remember the verse?
I'm about to break it down for you real quick. Hold on. The verse is Proverbs 13, chapter 13. Come on, app, stop playing. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 3. So,
and it reads, my brother.
and it reads, he that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life, but he that open wide his lips shall have destruction.
This is definitely the King James version.
You he that keepeth his mouth, but he that wideth his lips. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
He that wideth his lips shall have destruction. Destruction. So it was funny. It was her birthday. So I gave her a birthday card. I put $13 in it and 3 cents. And I put PROV. And she opened it up, read the verse, and started laughing. It was like, you got me. You got me. I'm like, I know I got you.
Bingo.
You follow that good book now. Keep your mouth shut. All right now. I say all that to say less, ladies and gentlemen. Say less.
Less is more.
It is.
Less is
In
more.
a real way.
I loved the observance in this with Louis the 14th, because they said my man to be in the court, they'll be putting all they present, once again, concealing your intentions. They'll be presenting to him, and they say he'll look at him with the blank face and be like, all right, I'll see, and just get out. And it's just like, you never knew where you stood, I think, in their time with that. Like, oh shit, he didn't like
Right. But also, so
he didn't say little, he just
it forces you to stay on your toes. It forces
exactly.
everyone to stay on their toes.
Exactly.
So they don't know where you stand. So you have to be unconventional with everything that you do. If no one knows where you stand, they have to come correct in a sense, you know?
Indeed. What was the word y'all took away from this?
Unpredictable. I think I like that one.
Unpredictable. I like it. G, what you got?
Intention.
Mm.
Add
I
intention.
got, I took eloquence from it. It's like when we be talking about rap, how you got the guy who will say a whole lot of nothing, just rhyming words.
And the guy who will
You
say
got
a very,
somebody
very little,
very
and
little.
it sounds like where it's a whole lot.
It's like it'd be like a speed rapper getting his bars off, and it might be like two catchy ones in there, and then it'd be like Jadakiss, where Jada is gonna give you that potent delivery, that potent punch, and it's gonna be like, yeah, like, yeah. So, yeah, man, say less, say less.
Less is more.
Indeed, it is. Lawful for y'all. Y'all know what to do. Like, comment,
Right.
subscribe. Get in there.
That button. Tell a friend.
Chop it up with us. Share it. And yeah, man, tap all the way in. Like we said, we're gonna keep bringing them to y'all and giving y'all our insights, and we want y'all's, so we can keep this fellowship going and grow this community.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all know how we give it up. Blessings.
Love.
Peace.